Hey, what's going on, guys? So today I want to talk a little bit about budget trades. I'll throw some air quotes in there. Of course, you know, what a budget item is subjective to you. Some people think a budget knife is $10. Some people think a budget knife is $50. Some people have several, knives that are in the $800 to $1,000 range. So a budget knife is $400. Who knows, right? I think across the board we can all, kind of agree that a budget knife is something at least under $100, right? For most people, it's probably around 20 or 30 bucks. But anyway, I just want to share this because I don't often share these trade videos. I'll show a trade video like randomly. Usually it's because something is interesting or exciting to me. And more times than not, they're more expensive stuff, right? This is a trade that I did specifically because this person wanted something I had. I wasn't even that interested in the stuff, and I'll explain that in a second. But one of the items I wanted back in the collection just so I could do a video on it. All right, so what was the trade for? I got this Zippo, this case Russlock, and this SOG Flare, and I'm sending out this BRS Kiridashi and this Kershaw Scallion. All right, cool little knife. I love the Scallion, by the way. Been there, done that. That's all it is. It's a fantastic knife, but, it's going to a new home now. So there's two reasons why I did this trade. The first one is because I kind of wanted the Russlock for a video. I actually thought I still had one. I've had several of these in my time, and I want to make a specific video on it because I think it sucks. Now I know, hold on, I know, don't beat me up, all the case lovers out there or Russlock fans. It's not horrible, but it's not a great design in a lot of ways, and I want to talk about that in a future video. But also because this is someone who I traded with before, and they had some old stuff they weren't really using, and they wanted some stuff they wanted to use, and it wasn't that big of a deal to me. This is like an internet friend, and I thought, all right, cool, take one for the team. I wasn't really that interested in the stuff. But that's how it works sometimes, Sometimes I win on trades, sometimes I lose on trades as far as exact value. But oftentimes there's different motives for different trades. More times than not when I'm trading, it's because I really want something I just can't go out and buy. Cheaper or more budget items like this, I could buy if I really wanted to. But in this particular case, the reasons I did the trade was to make someone happy, number one, and to have something to talk about on video again. So, there's all different reasons why I will agree to a trade, and sometimes why I won't agree to a trade. I've had people offer let's say I have a knife that's $100, and they've offered me stuff that's worth $200 or $300 for it. And I just say, thanks, but no thanks. And they're like, what are you, crazy? I just want that knife. That's why I'm offering so much stuff. And no, I'm not crazy. I don't think so, although I've never been tested. But no, it's just there's different reasons why I want certain stuff or don't want to give up other stuff. It's not all about money. That's kind of the point here. It doesn't always revolve around money or value. Sometimes I've traded something that was worth way more than the other person's stuff, and vice versa, just because certain people wanted certain things. And that's how it works. And that's what makes trading really fun too. Oftentimes when people do knife trading, it's very similar value, and people get really picky about it. I've had people, let's say I have a knife that's $150 and they want it and I want something they have, and what they have is $170, and they go, okay, well, what can you throw in for 20 bucks? And some people don't care. They're like, all right, well, let's just do a straight trade. And then, I've had people before, and this is rare, but I've had people literally like, my knife is $5 more than your knife. Can you send $5 with the knife? And more times than not, I'm like, all right, fine, whatever. So yeah, it's just funny working with different people. But this particular person, big thumbs up. Like I said, did trades with them before. Always happy, just fun, getting new things all the time. But in this particular case, I just want to make them happy. They're going to be very happy with these two knives. These are awesome knives, and there's nothing wrong with this stuff. They just, wasn't using it or just wasn't interested anymore, or it wasn't their style. That's all. I'm doing a trade for a Microtech UTX 70, I think. You'll see it in the future. It has a little ding on the top, but the person's trading it just because it was a gift, and it's just not their thing. They love knives. It's an expensive, very nice knife, but they're just not into it, so they wanted something else. So I worked that trade with them. So it's interesting. There's all different reasons for different trades and, why people want certain stuff. But anyway, just wanted to share this with everyone, just to kind of give you a little bit more insight into the training world. There will be, or trading, I think I said training, anyway. But yeah, cool little black Zippo. I do love the flame on top. Actually, it's had a little bit of fluid left. I guess it was the last bit of it, or maybe some fumes in travel. P.S. You're not supposed to ship, lighters with fluid in it through the mail. It is what it is. But I do love the brass showing through there, you know, a little flame on the bottom. So very cool. This will definitely be a user one. It's not like a big collector's piece for me or anything. I will EDC this just because I like the black and I like the flame. Then we have a Hard Rock Zippo. This sticker was not original to the case. It would never be on here like that, but someone had a sticker. All right, this is a brass Hard Rock Zippo that's seen better days. Unfortunately, the brass has a lot of, you know, surface rust on it, pitting, things like that. Some dents. So, I mean, this was carried. The flint's no longer there. All right, so either it was, you know, run out or just disintegrated from time. But it's cool that someone, you know, probably bought this at a Hard Rock Cafe for memorabilia and used it. I think that's fantastic. It's very cool. I love all Zippos. Broken, non-broken, they're always good additions to trade items and stuff. Again, a WR Case & Sons Russlock. All right, the whole idea behind the Russlock is you can open it one-handed, which is very nice. All right, liner lock, also locking is cool. But again, we'll talk about that and that in separate videos. And then we have a SOG Flare. The SOG Flare here is an assisted budget knife from SOG. Nothing wrong with it. You know, like I said, cheaper steel. It's assisted, which I'm not a huge fan of, but there's nothing wrong with it. It works. It works fine. It's a totally functional knife. All right, there's also a lock, as you saw me fiddle with before, because I know if it was unlocked. All right, it's this way, if it's in the pocket, it's not going to accidentally open. You know, being assisted, some people are concerned with that. But yeah, that's pretty much it. So stay tuned. There'll be 2 more videos on those items. And to the person who I did this trade with, you know who you are. Thank you very much. These are getting packed up and shipped out ASAP. Anyway, that's it for now, guys. Just want to tell you, I have all different reasons why I do trades with people. Just random stuff sometimes. Sometimes there'll be knives for silver, which I just consider me selling them because, you know, silver's money to me. I've traded for a PlayStation. I wanted a PlayStation 4 once, right? And someone had one that the audio video cable, it's just like the HDMI port was not working, so I had to use audio video cables. So the quality sucked compared to the HDMI, but they didn't have a use for it. It was whatever. I traded knives for it in the past, and I played some GTA for a while. It was cool. I never really got into like gaming, you know, but you know, every now and again, like I'd say once every 2 or 3 years, I get into the idea of gaming and stuff, and I'll play something like GTA, and it's really fun. And I get lost in it for a few hours, and then I just lose interest overall. As far as GTA, this is completely unrelated. I absolutely love the game. I've played the whole game and beat it, like the storyline, but the most fun part of the game to me were the cars. So just, you know, hijacking cars, finding hidden cars, that kind of stuff, customizing them, driving around. That was really cool to me. I really liked it a lot. Not even the, you know, shooting people in the online. I really rarely ever even went online. Although I will tell you, there was a little stint there where I made a character who was like a Hispanic dude, and I had him in like a wife beater shirt, and I had the if people play GTA, I had the dagger tattoo on my forearm. And my whole deal was online. I would just go up to people, especially groups of guys, and only use the large dagger in the game, and I would just stab people to death, right? So it was definitely trolling. It was a way to get out frustration, but it would piss people off because you'd have guys and kids probably that just like spend hours and hours and hours, just put in like 1,000 hours into this game, or 10,000 hours, whatever. I know gamers like live on their games. And like, you know, I'd run up to them and stab them, and they'd be like, "What the hell was that?" You know, and then like they see me coming and they'd shoot me, but I would not back off. I would just find them, run at them like suicide style, and you know, 9 out of 10 times they'd shoot me dead. That's it, with all their cool weapons. But that one time I'd get them, and it would really piss them off. And that's just what it is with gaming, right? But I didn't do that long because I'm not a jerk. I know that is annoying, but those are like, you know, if I'm like having a crappy day or something, and that was a way to get frustration out. But I'm not proud of it. I'm just telling you. I'm human. You know what I mean? I'm imperfect. So those were, you know, kind of my trolling moments, I guess, as far as gaming goes, which is very short-lived. I maybe did that like 2 or 3 times, but like I said, it would be someone who would be like, I don't know. Usually, I just didn't do it at random, by the way. I would be playing online, and it's someone who would attack me for no reason. That would rub me the wrong way. So now it was my mission for the next 45 minutes to do that. And that would get under their skin, of course, because it detracts from what they're trying to do. So anyway, that's pretty much it. That's my gaming trolling story for you, randomly in this video. So that's the trade. budget trades are awesome because, you know, everyone has budget stuff. Not everyone has that $400 Microtech, right, or that $250 Benchmade or whatever. But everyone's got $20 and $30 knives, right, or $10 knives, $15 knives. It's a very cool way to get into trading, by the way. So people who are super nervous about like trading with a stranger and shipping their $500 knife, you don't have to worry about that. You're sending a $30 knife, whatever, something happens, you know, it's whatever. Now, obviously, you don't want to lose out and just send something for no reason, but I'm just saying, like, it's just a nice way to, you know, get your feet in the water, so to speak, of the trading world. You do it comfortably with lesser quality, lesser expensive stuff. And then once you get comfortable, okay, maybe you know, hop into a certain group of people and, you know, start trading the expensive stuff. But I've always just been such a fan of trading because it's the only way I can do what I do. I say this, I must have said this a million times on my channel, and I do repeat it all the time, but there's people who are new as well. And that's why I, you know, repeat myself occasionally. But, you know, I cannot afford to just buy new knives and new flashlights and gear every day, right? But I test stuff every single day of my life. Not literally every day. There's probably 2 or 3 weeks throughout the year where either I'm sick or I just don't feel like it or whatever, but I am always doing it. I would say I absolutely test gear every week at least. Let's put it that way. And I just enjoy it. It's just part of my life, you know, but I could not do that without trading. And for me, the biggest sacrifice, obviously, is you got to give something up, right? I love this knife. I think it's cool. I love this Kershaw Scallion. Been there, done that, used them. This one's fairly new. This one I've had for a while. I haven't used this particular one. It's new. But if I want this stuff, I got to get rid of this stuff. Do you know what I'm saying? So, and at the end of the day, it only costs me shipping. Now, I trade a lot, so shipping is very expensive overall. It is a couple $1,000s a year. But like I said, I might pay $2,000 or $3,000 in shipping in one, you know, year, but I maybe received $80,000 to $100,000 worth of stuff. Do you know what I'm saying? I didn't get to keep the stuff. I just keep trading it away. But that's how I'm able to be exposed to all this gear all the time, trading. My stuff or your stuff, okay, you get bored, I get bored, let's do it again. Trade with other people. You know, people want different things for different reasons. So anyway, that's pretty much it. I'm probably babbling at this point. Hopefully enjoy my little, my gaming story. I know a lot of you guys out there are gamers. Let me know in the comment section. Do you game? And when I mean like game, I'm talking about someone who at least plays a game for like an hour a week, every week. Now, gamers I know play every day, and they play all night sometimes, you know, and it's just, it's part of their life, like a huge part of their life. But yeah, I'm just curious, do you do that? I don't. I love games. I've always played games ever since I was a kid, you know, from Pac-Man all the way up to GTA 5. I would love to check out the new GTA. I guess we all got to wait until 2025, and then maybe I'll have to get a PS5 at that point. It doesn't make sense to, I don't even know if they're going to be available on 4. So that's, see, I don't really know much about gaming, but anyway, that's all. I'm just saying I like it. It's cool. It's just, I just don't have the time. I can see myself really enjoying it if I had way more free time because it is a lifestyle. Being a gamer is very much a lifestyle. It puts everything kind of to a back seat, and that's what you do. You focus on those games. You focus on those, you know, online sessions with your friends and gamer friends and stuff like that. And it's cool. It could be addictive like anything else. I definitely know people who should not game as much only because it's affecting their personal life. You know, I'll just say that. But hey, you do you. You know, if it's fun, whatever. It's no difference to me than sitting and watching a movie or sitting on a game for an hour and a half or 2 hours. You know, that's you entertaining yourself. And everyone does something to entertain themselves, whether they're reading a book for a minimal cost or watching a movie, if they're streaming or playing a game or whatever you do. You know what I'm saying? So there's no shame in it. It's just like, you know, there could be too much of a good thing if, again, it is affecting your personal life. If you are married and you're gaming and you're not paying attention to your wife, or if you're, you know, kids and you're gaming and you're not paying attention to your kids enough, or, you know, you're late to work because you stayed up all night gaming, like that kind of stuff. You know what I'm saying? Otherwise, it's totally cool. But you could take anything that's good, anything in this world that's good, and, you know, there's such a thing as too much of a good thing, right? So anyway, that's all. I didn't mean to preach about gaming. If you like gaming, just go ahead. I'm just saying. You know, when I make these videos, I'm talking. It's thoughts that are just leaching from my brain into my mouth and just out of my mouth, right? So anyway, thanks for watching, guys. Hope you have a wonderful day. I'll see you tomorrow with a brand new video. Take care.